situation on her, which I did not. And she was really pissed at that. She's saying, you're literally mad at me because I spilled your secrets. And I'm not, I wasn't even mad. I'm still not even well, I'm not really mad, but I'm upset that I feel like she emotionally and financially manipulated me. And I think I'm not the only one. I think she's done it to plenty of other people too.
And I can honestly say, like, at some point, we've all had a friendship. Like, I would go to bat for my friends. During this whole time that Polly was doing a lot of this, I went to bat for my friends.
Right.
100%. Like, I would back my friends and bat for my friends. And the fact that people just, oh my God, I just can't even believe some of the shit that comes up in her head.
Yeah, I mean, this just goes on and on. She sends me this huge, long email. She claims she's not a dry beggar. Look, not a dry beggar, blah, blah, blah. Look, you're just effing bitter, scam. You're mad that I spilled your secrets. Like, it's so wild. Look, you were looking up this and that. And it's just, like, this is another email. Like, just goes on and on and on. And I hadn't reached out to her at all.
And Scam, you know, I don't think you're going to show everything tonight.
No, but I have so much.
Right. But, you know, I know one of the things that you showed me is there were numerous people that helped her and sent her money.
Yes.
Throughout this whole time she was on TikTok. Mm-hmm. So I laugh because she says she's not a beggar or anything. But honestly, she was no better than any of these beggars on this app. You know, she would dry beg to people, oh, I'd really like to get this. But, and then somebody would always be like, oh, well, I can send it to you, like coffee or something like that, or this, or, you know, groceries. Or so there were quite a few people that, you know, during, you know, that year, during 2024, many people sent her stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of it is just people told me about it. Some people did send me some stuff. And I'm telling her she's relying on misinformation. I'm telling her that she is making threats, blackmail, and extortion. She's telling me that she wanted me to hold a live and also make a video apologizing to her. For what? I don't know. She's saying I'm blaming all the dot stuff on her.
I think that's when we were in Florida she pulled that.
This is from November. Oh, yeah, Scam, totally trying to blackmail you. You put me in danger by she was threatening. She was saying if I didn't go live and apologize to her and also post a video apologizing to her, that she was going to take all of our Facebook messages and screen record them all and put them on YouTube and tag every creator. And what I told her was that was blackmail and extortion. I told her that a lot of our messages included information about my family, my residence, my job, my friends, you know what I mean? And that wasn't appropriate. I haven't shown, you know, a lot that she sent me. I haven't shown like stuff about, I did show things about her mom, but her mom's on TikTok. We've interacted with her mom, right? I haven't shown anything about any of her other family members or any of her personal in-life friends or, you know, anything like that. And nothing that she hasn't already pretty much discussed in live streams already. But she's threatening to, like, you know, it could include financial information, like who knows? So that's what she was threatening to do. And I just keep telling her to just respond that she, you know, just say that she's received the message, that, you know, she keeps on going on and on. Look, you talk about putting people in danger, because I said that she could be putting my family members in danger if she puts out all of those messages. Look, you put me in danger, saying I'm doing illegal things again.
Always about her, and she was always a victim. Always the victim.
Here, let's read the bottom here. All I'm asking is for you to make a video And when you are live, mentioned that it was irresponsible for you to even imply that she was involved or something like that. It basically is what it says. It's cut off there. And I keep telling her to, I just want her to respond. I've received this message to make sure she understands it. That what she's doing is illegal and she is threatening to blackmail and extort me. It's just going on and on. These are more messages. Please let your platform know I had nothing to do with the Dot situation. You have put me in danger. If I don't have a response, Scam, I'm just going to assume that you want me to go ahead with everything. I've already consulted legally as well. I'm well within my rights. I truly don't want to have to do this, but you're leaving me no other choice. Fix the misinformation you put out there. I didn't put out any misinformation. So she's just going on and on and on. And she's saying I'm angry and I'm still not angry. Like this. She says she's going to report me to the FBI and the casinos. Go ahead.
You told me that too.
You got muted, Dora.
You told me that too.
And look at this. 72 hours fix or I'm releasing everything. It's 5:30 p.m. Saturday, November 9th. 72 hours. Here she's going again. Like, she just kept sending me messages. And I had been referring to the Oregon statutes. And so that's my final response here. I said I'm referring to state statutes as written in state law, approved by the state legislature. I am requesting you to stop contacting me and harassing/threatening me. Any further contact with me will be through legal means. After that, she did not contact me again. But her friend Aunt Flea messaged me. I still don't understand this. Saying that she was lying about Polly tattoos and SJ, and she had her reach out to me, I'm sure, because Polly's name is literally mentioned there 5 times. So, all of this is happening. She was going live again, throughout December and January, making all kinds of false allegations on me. And I had enough of all of that. And I look back at a lot of things. I look back at a lot of messages. I've reread through so many of these. And to me, a lot of the things she said were not credible. And so I decided to pursue getting the truth about these police reports. So, I think most people know. She's put it out there. She lives in Portland. So I contacted the Portland Police Department and submitted a FOIA request. Unfortunately, they said that is not within their jurisdiction, though. They recommended me to the Clackamas County Sheriff's Department and gave them their information. And so I then contacted the Clackamas County Sheriff's Department for records. And here's proof that I contacted the Clackamas County Sheriff's Department. I got all the results back on March 4th. So here is a report that I have redacted as much as possible.
Buckle up, folks.
Now it's going to be very difficult to read. I might have to zoom this in in a really weird way for me to even be able to read it. So I apologize for that. Let me try to zoom in here. Now, this report is from March 13th. Does anybody remember what March 13th was?
Hang on 1 second. Everybody please tap. We have some accounts in here that we're trying to take out. So we just need everyone to tap.
Thank you.
I
I
guys.
appreciate the reminder. So yeah, this is March 13th is when she said there was going to be, he was going to be getting felony DV charges. March 13th is the incident with well, March 13th was the incident with the pew pew, actually. March 13th was the incident where she said that people were in her garage with a pew pew, and that, you know, the whole incident with the pew pew and James and the video and all of that, right? And she claimed that she was not injured during that. She didn't tell me that she was ever physically hurt or anything like that, but, you know, and that she was okay. But there was obviously some type of incident regarding a pew pew. So this is the report from March 13th. It says that on March 13th, they responded to a burglary call. And let me see, that there were 3 males in the garage back in the shed. And upon arrival, they located the garage on the north side of the property with the door ajar. We approached the garage with a vehicle and use a PA system to make announcements to the garage, verifying, let's see, directives and ordering them to the occupants to come out. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to make it bigger. It might be hard to read the chat. With their hands up, there was no response from the garage. I could see that the padlock was still locked on the door, hanging with not attached to the door. We used a ballistic shield to approach the door to open it. After the door was opened, the deputies cleared the garage. No suspects were located. When clearing the garage, a black cell phone was located sitting on a white plastic chair in the garage. Made contact with Polly. And the body-worn camera was recording, which, you know, I could get that if I wanted to, but it's like $50 for each one. I already had to pay for these reports, just so you know. So it's $50 per recording. I asked if she saw the subjects in the garage. She said she didn't see them, but she heard them. She stated her electric bill has been higher lately, and she found people in the garage in the past with electric heaters. I asked if she was out in the garage today. She said no. I asked if she left a cell phone in the garage. She said no. Was told there wasn't anything of value in the garage. It was just junk. I took pictures of the garage and later attached them to this report. The phone was entered into evidence and lodged into the property room. The phone will be submitted for fingerprinting, et cetera, et cetera. There is no known suspects information. No suspects at this time.
So James wasn't there.
Now, I do have more pages of this, but basically all they're saying is that they did fingerprint the phone. They did get a latent fingerprint, but it was not a very good fingerprint, and they weren't able to link it to anything at all.
So
This
pretty
was
much,
a charge of burglary.
so pretty much that DV situation never happened because she never reported it on that date, right?
Well, I mean, either it never happened or she never reported it to the police, but yet she told me over and over and over that she was talking to the police and the police are there and I'm waiting on the police to call me back.
I'm terrified, and I've been crying, and yeah. Okay.
Oh, here, look at this at the top. I'm going to try to zoom in on it. There's a little category right here that says domestic violence, no.
Oh, Polly.
This is why victims don't get heard.
Now, there's more. This is the stuff about the fingerprints and how they didn't, you know, they weren't very helpful, but I have it there. They weren't able to make any determinations from the fingerprints. It's not being pursued at this time. There's no pending charges toward any particular person or suspect in this crime right now. Okay, now this one is from March 13th as well, and it's related to the other report. So this report does not include everything because it has to do with, you know, the other report. So they're referencing back to the original one. This is one of the officers. They were responding to the burglary in progress at her address. I looked up I took a containment position to the north of the address in a field adjacent to this trail, blah, blah, blah. Once I was confirmed that the building was clear, a deputy and I contacted a transient camp, which is illegally set up in the field, which is private property. There were 2 tents with litter and trash strewn about, as well as a stolen shopping cart. A male emerged from one of the tents. He gave me the names James Matthew Turner with a date of birth there. It returned unable to locate through the law enforcement database. So whoever that was gave fake information. At this point, I was investigating several crimes, including theft, trespassing, and offensive littering. So that's what they were investigating. That's what they were to investigate. Nothing with regard to DV or anything involving a pew.
And didn't she say that this happened in her yard too? That there was garbage and there were tents in her yard and this and that?
Wait, and his name happened to be James?
Well, that's the name that they gave. So it'll be here. It says, I detained the male, checked for correct fit, and double locked the handcuffs. I read the male the Miranda warning, to which he responded, yes, sir. I explained I was investigating and asked for his real name, advising him to be truthful. I wouldn't charge him with giving false information. The male then told me his real name was Joseph Gibson. I ran Gibson, who returned with a warrant out of, I don't know how to pronounce that, Multnomah County for unlawful use of a weapon. I had CCOM confirm the warrant, which they did. I mentioned I inventoried Gibson's pockets, incident to arrest, leaving several items which would not be accepted at jail at the camp. So again, that's not James. It's someone named Joseph Levi Gibson who was arrested. So who is that?
Yeah, that happened to be in a tent that happened to steal shopping carts. Remember when she told you there were shopping carts?
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with James.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, she said that there was a guy outside that had shopping carts and tents in her yard. Remember?
Yep.
In the text messages.
Yeah, it was supposed to be James, her ex, James, that did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This gets even more weird as it goes on.
This is just some follow-up stuff about the report. Again, nothing related to DV, nothing related to a pew, nothing really matching up with what she told me happened that day at all, or the timing of it. Okay, now this next report is about the Cash App. Who's Joseph? I don't know. I actually think that might have been one of her friends at the time. I believe that Joseph is no longer on this earth.
About the Cash App, there was someone requesting to come up. I don't know if they're still in your request.
I can check. I'm not sure because I have.
It was one of the two. Hold on, I'll message them.
Chantel? Who's Chantel?
I don't know if it was Banana. Oh, Banana wants in to talk.
Yeah, if you want to come in, just request the box and then say box in the chat. So that way I know for sure that it wasn't an accident. And if you guys could help me keep an eye on that, because it's hard for me to read this small print and also keep an eye on.
Yeah, they said box. Yeah, Banana said box.
Can you guys hear me? I have my shitty headphones in, so I'm not sure if you can hear me.
You sound a little bit faint, but I can understand you.
Here, let me disconnect real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. Chantel, did you request a box? I don't know. She just said I'm your friend. I don't know who.
We did earlier, and I told her you'd be taking questions closer to the end.
Yeah.
And the only reason I said about bananas is because directly related to one of those.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, it is much better.
Okay. I'm not gonna stay up long just because of whatever the fuck's going on. Not here, but I just wanted to come up and explain with the Cash App shit when all of that stuff came out about her and she was getting close with me when she pulled me out of that live that two people were having about her and the other person. She told me that my name was on the what's it called? The documents of the case or whatever.
No.
The police
Your
report.
name is not on there, but 13 is.
Yeah. She tried to tell me that I was just for the hell of it, I guess, to get me to believe things and to believe that I got dragged into it when I had nothing to do with whatever the fuck shit she was trying to pull then. But yeah, she's like, somebody's going to call you. There's going to be a detective that calls you. Just keep an eye out. Da 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 da. And I'm like, And like at first I was like, what? Like it was hard to believe. And then a whole bunch of other shit. I'm not even going to get into it because it's not relevant at the moment.
But nobody contacted you, correct?
Right. Nobody contacted me.
Right. And your name is not on these reports. I do have things
and I didn't
redacted,
think
but
it
I can confirm your name is not on these reports. No, nowhere on here.
I dry bag. That's great. Lovely. But yeah, that's all I wanted to come up and say. Yeah.
You're safe, Banana.
I know.
I got them, banana.
Yeah, and she was just trying to intimidate you.
Think how many people she manipulated. I mean, it is freaking unfathomable how many people she freaking emotionally effed over and lied to on this app. Fucking believable.
Absolutely, because again, remember these incidents, some of these I was on vacation or I was asleep and I'd wake up to like in a panic because I'm thinking that she's in danger and I was upset and it was just an emotional roller coaster every day.
And you know what? Think how many people's friendships she screwed up with people because of lying about other people. I mean, she was always trying to stir the pot, always trying to get people to go against each other, always putting out fake information about people so people would get pissed off at each other. I mean, it was unbelievable the amount of damage that she did on this app.
Absolutely.
Hi, Scammy Claus. I am, I think, a follower and a friend of yours. I'm Chantel. I don't post content.
Right.
I'm just a person that just is here to be there to watch.
And we appreciate you.
And for entertainment. And I love you guys. I love you, Scammy Claus. And I love you, Scam Slam. I love you guys. But this whole thing about Polly, that whole thing just, it kind of broke my heart a little bit because I know how much, Scam Slam and Polly were like friends and stuff. And whatever Polly has going on, she needs to figure it the fuck out. She needs to figure it the fuck out, and she needs to not bring everybody else into her fucking business. And I'm sorry for swearing.
No,
I don't want you to get a banana.